got Valor. Woo. They gon' love me for my valor. Pressure building by the hour. I want the money and the power. Come against me, get devoured. They gon' love me for my valor. They gon' love me for my valor. They gon' love me for my valor. They gon' love me for my valor.
This is my time, I'm just waiting on the moment. Anyone can get it, you can show me my opponent. Got a one-track mind and I'm gunning for the top. Whoever stands across me, I swear I'm gonna drop. Trained in the art of war, I swear that he don't want it. Mental pictures of these blows, we gon' see if he absorb it. Fully focused on the win, my emotions taking over. The crowd starts to sound, the time is getting closer. I got the power, I got the power.
Welcome to Valor Fights 42. We're in Newport, Tennessee at Cott County High School. Great to have you with us. I'm Vince Farrar alongside the great Casey Oxendine. We've got a terrific main event tonight. It's a pro welterweight bout. It's Lindsey Sweet T Jones with a terrific camp, a young prospect at only 22 years old, taking on Jeff Powell. Casey, your thoughts on this one?
Well, Jeff Powell is an old school guy. We haven't seen him in years, but the word is that he was beating up the guys at the top of the heap a long time ago, so very anxious to see him. But the talk has been Lindsey Sweet T Jones, one of the top prospects in the United States right now, right out of Coconut Creek, the American top team in Coconut Creek. That's a big camp and huge credentials. Of course, last time we saw him, he took out David Kid Cash, the esteemed pro wrestler, and this time he goes to take out another big legend.
Sweet T has only lost one time, his first amateur bout. He's undefeated since then. That's our main event tonight, but we're loaded with great MMA action. It all starts from Newport at Valor Fights 42 next.
The UMAF National Championship Tournament is coming. Get ready for 3 days of mixed martial arts fighting action as the nation's top amateur competitors converge May 26th through 28th at Elizabethton High School. Witness national champions crowned in each weight class, plus meet UFC Hall of Famer Matt Hughes. Tickets available now at fightertix.com for $25 per day or purchase a 3-day pass for only $50. It's the UMAF National Championship Tournament at Elizabethton High School. Join us May 26th through 28th as we bring the future of mixed martial arts to you.
Are you listening?
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 145 pounds. Fights out of Rush MMA, an American top team in Macon, Georgia. And tonight, he is making his MMA debut, Jay Clevenger. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 146 pounds. Fights out of Graves, BJJ in Lebanon, Tennessee. And tonight he is making his MMA debut, Austin Clemens. Your referee when the action begins is Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy Neely, our referee in this featherweight bout presented by the Valor Hour. Jake Clevenger in the gray trunks, Austin Clemens in the black trunks. Jimmy Neely, our referee. They'll touch gloves. 3-minute rounds from Newport. Valor Fights 42.
Oh, wow. Jake Clevenger right out of the gate. Again, another 18-year-old from Rush MMA. Of course, we've seen Chase Bowell. And if that is any indicator, expect fireworks from this kid.
Nice straight kick from Clevenger.
Wow. What fireworks right out of the gate.
Boy, the aggression in the first 30 seconds, Casey.
Well, one thing that really stands out in the beginning here is the reach and the size of Jake Clevenger. Very long and lanky. And now he is on top.
Jake, keep his feet off the fence. Keep his feet off the fence. Pass his guard.
Pulled the leg out, pulled him away from the cage, and then attacked.
Well, and you saw, it appears as though Clemens was going to shove him off. And just as he does, Clevenger pulls him back in.
Get him off the fence. Get him off the fence.
Crossbody position from both of these BJJ blue belts here. And now Clevenger advances to the mount position. Austin Clemens is die hard, though.
Look out. Raining down shots as the 18-year-old.
Oh, looking for the arm bar.
Yep.
He's got it locked up here, and it's done.
Jake Clevenger, the 18-year-old, gets the win in his amateur MMA debut here at Valor Fights 42.
What pressure from Jake Clevenger. That kid has a future. We talked about Chase Bowell before, the 18-year-old that just made his debut. One thing about Rush MMA that we all know is that these kids come prepared. It's not like that they just started training and now at 18-year-old, they make their debut. A lot of times they've been training 5+ years, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case here with Clevenger.
Absolutely legit is Jake Clevenger, and that's why you default when you don't know a ton about the camps. You don't know a ton about the fighters if you haven't seen them. That's why you default to the camps, because of a perfect example like Clevenger.
You're exactly right. And what a fight it was. Props to a young Austin Clements for coming out hard. But man, Jake Clevenger just so overwhelming in this matchup.
Yeah, and Clements, you mentioned the aggression. Impressive to start, still holding his arm, kind of dangling down. He's going to need to get that checked. All right, we're ready to announce our winner in this amateur MMA bout. Let's go back to the cage and Jennifer.
Your referee stops this bout at 1 minute and 27 seconds into the first round for your winner by armbar submission, Jake Clevenger.
The UMAF National Championship Tournament is coming. Get ready for 3 days of mixed martial arts fighting action as the nation's top amateur competitors converge May 26th through 28th at Elizabethton High School. Witness national champions crowned in each weight class, plus meet UFC Hall of Famer Matt Hughes. Tickets available now at fightertix.com for $25 per day, or purchase a 3-day pass for only $50. It's the UMAF National Championship Tournament at Elizabethton High School. Join us May 26th through 28th as we bring the future of mixed martial arts to you.
Are you listening?
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 186 pounds, holds a record of 0 wins with 1 loss, and fights out of American Top Team in Asheville, North Carolina, Kevin Wills. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 185 pounds, fights out of Servatech Martial Arts in Knoxville, Tennessee. And tonight he is making his MMA debut, Rodrigo Martinez. Your referee when the action begins is Nate Jolly.
Nate Jolly, our referee in this middleweight bout at 185 pounds, presented by Corporate Clothing. Kevin Wills in the red trunks, Rodrigo Martinez in the black trunks. And we are underway. Martinez with a straight kick out of the gate. One.
2 of them, and he is throwing fisticuffs here.
Yeah, right there.
Kevin Wills closing the distance.
Right there, Kev.
Looking for that takedown.
Stay with it now.
The American Top Team Asheville camp particularly is known for their wrestling prowess. And you're seeing that here. A game that can absolutely neutralize any striking game. If you can take that vertical base away.
Yeah, it looked like Martinez was going to be strong in that area, the striking, and Wills immediately went for the takedown.
You see it here, Wills. He has the crossbody position kind of cramped up there near the cage. That can complicate things just a little bit. If I'm in his position, I'd go ahead and pull Martinez away. He does that and advances to the mount position. Wow. Look for Wills to open up here.
And look at Martinez on wall walks. Momentarily looked like he was on his way out. Now back to the mount.
Well, it looked like Wills was looking possibly for an armbar. And now ends up on the back of Martinez. This is looking more like a jiu-jitsu match, at least momentarily. A lot of transitions. See Martinez looking for that schoolyard headlock. That is something that is evident of inexperience. That's something you want to try to avoid. And
if he could spin over, he'll be on top. Martinez.
Yeah.
That leg, though, preventing that right leg of Wills. Locked up.
And again, it just looks like that Wills is is kind of holding out until he gains this position.
Come on, you got get some hooks in. 1 minute.
And now looks for the armbar.
Wow.
But again, sort of gives up position. That's something you got to watch out for in mixed martial arts competition. Of course, when you're a grappler, not such a worry. But if you make a mistake and end up on bottom, you can take a lot of shots there.
Martinez, if you can get that arm free, could be in a good spot. It's a battle of strength with a wrist control
now look
there.
at this. Will's kind of transitioning to an omoplata. And then falls prey to the triangle choke.
Wow.
Martinez with the triangle. He is locking it down here.
Going on
I
that
did
head.
not expect that at all.
Wow.
Wow.
Martinez to the wrestler.
It appeared as though Martinez had zero grappling skill. I had no idea he was going to do that. He switches his hips, ends up in the triangle position, and taps Wills out in his debut.
How about that? Impressive for Rodrigo Martinez. It looked terrific to start in the strike game. Then you thought, all right, now they're on the mat. Take us to this replay.
And here it is, man. And you see it, he knows exactly what he's doing. He locked that foot in there. Crafty positioning by Rodrigo Martinez, Vince.
And you mentioned it, Casey, on the Valor Hour that the Serbatech camp was a camp where they were really advanced in their wrestling, and Martinez really impressive in showing through there. Only 22 years of age is Rodrigo Martinez, and you'll learn a lot more about that Serbatech camp in Knoxville. Very impressive. Wills effective, just was not able to prevent that triangle from Martinez. I mean, it looked like Wills was on his way to at least winning the round or subbing Martinez on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, I just think that it surprised the crap out of him.
All right, to announce our winner, let's go back to Jennifer.
Your referee stops this fight at 2 minutes and 38 seconds into the first round. For your winner via triangle choke submission, out of the blue corner, Rodrigo Martinez.
The UMAF National Championship Tournament is coming. Get ready for 3 days of mixed martial arts fighting action as the nation's top amateur competitors converge May 26th through 28th at Elizabethton High School. Witness national champions crowned in each weight class, plus meet UFC Hall of Famer Matt Hughes. Tickets available now at fightertix.com for $25 per day, or purchase a 3-day pass for only $50. It's the UMAF National Championship Tournament at Elizabethton High School. Join us May 26th through 28th as we bring the future of mixed martial arts to you.
Are you listening?
This battle is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 185 pounds, holds a record of 4 wins with 1 loss, and fights out of Knuckle Up Fitness in Douglasville, Georgia, Bright Benson. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 183 pounds, holds a record of 4 wins with 1 loss, and fights out of self-made domicile in Rincon, Georgia, Josh Cumbie. Your referee when the action begins is Nate Jolly.
Nate Jolly, our referee, and it's been away bout at 185. It's a UMAF National Qualifier Final. Bright Benson in the bright green and white trunks. Josh Cumbie in the gray trunks. 3 3-minute rounds, a spot in the Nationals on the line, and we're underway.
And you see right out of the gate, it's the Orthodox versus the Southpaw here. Good head movement from Josh Cumbie. Oh, and a big left!
Down goes Bright.
Right out of the gate, Josh Cumbie with dynamite in those fists. Oh, and Bright Benson fires back. Benson's still in this thing.
Benson recovered quick. Shot to the body by Cumbie. Explosive first 30 seconds. Cumbie wasn't reckless coming after Benson to try to finish him.
Oh, well, that's one thing you really have to watch with the Southpaw. You know, the Southpaw is used to fighting in that position. The Orthodox fighter is used to fighting Orthodox fighters. So the Southpaw, a trick, is already in effect here tonight. And that's one thing, if you come from a boxing background, they say you don't necessarily want to jab the southpaw. It's the left hook, right hand combination to have the best success there. Because when you do throw that jab, it leaves that straight left wide open.
Another shot to the body by Cumbie. Well, Benson hasn't really connected with it. He's kind of stuck it out there, but he's not committed to it yet. And it might be for that very reason you're talking about.
Yeah, he definitely needs to watch it, and I'm sure he realizes that at this point. That was a tough shot he caught there in the early goings of this round.
Things have settled in here in round number 1. Crowd was electric to start this round.
I don't know that I've seen a single kick from either of these guys yet.
That's a good point.
Oh, beautiful right hook there from Cumbie. Really on point with his striking.
Just under control as well. Continuing to move the head. Locked in, hands up. Fundamentals, Cumbie, it looks like. There's your kick, and there's one return.
There we go. Brought Benson with a stream of blood coming from his nose, possibly from that big left hand that he caught early on.
Oh.
And again, Cumbie just so quick, so powerful, and precise here.
Faked with the right and came over the top, sort of a Superman punch on the back end.
And that's where it's going to be at. You know, Cumbie hauling off with that right hook and then following it up with that left. And when that left lands, it's money in the bank.
And that's the end of round number 1. Benson wanted to touch gloves. Cumbie had already turned around and he realized, oh, yeah, the guy tried to tap with me to show respect. So obviously Cumbie with that first round. Right?
Undoubtedly, man. What a shot to rock this entire audience tonight at Valor Fights 42. And man, did they roar when they saw that. This has become a war right out of the gate.
Take us to this replay here. I think we'll see that shot.
Yeah, here it is. Well, you'll see it. It's the jab. Boom, counter left. That is southpaw fighting 101 there, man.
Right.
You've really got to watch using that jab.
Clean, effective. And Cumbie never just was reckless. He was just, I mean, he's got fundamentals written all over him.
Yeah, well, you know, and that's something else. You know, Bryant Benson, he continued to paw with that jab following that knockdown. It's something that I would have assumed that his coach will be telling him here to, you know, move towards using the left hook and the straight right here in these combinations and maybe start to load up and throw the kicks, because when he waits, it also causes problems, because Cumbie, when he waits too long, Cumbie does come on and he explodes very quickly.
Josh Cumbie initially kept getting asked to fight, and he always said no. But then an opportunity came up, invited to a gym, fell in love with it, and here he is at 4-1, and likely would do the first round on judges' scorecards. Round 2, 3 3-minute rounds here at Valor Fight 42. Cumbie in the gray, Benson in the green.
Cumbie's footwork much, much more active, even though he does have a reach disadvantage, but finding that straight left nonetheless.
Benson still pawing the jab, but not able to connect.
Yeah, follows it up with the right kick. That's actually a good thing. Mixing up those legs in with his punches, I think that's going to help him to gain more success in this fight with the very unorthodox southpaw in Josh Cumbie.
And that's because when you're jabbing,
another
left.
stiff left.
Cumbie feinted with that left. And that's because of the hole you're opened up facing a southpaw, right? When you're
Absolutely.
jabbing at him, if you kick, you can counter that, right?
Right. It's a lot easier. And, well, I mean, throwing the straight right, it would be the straight left is
right.
Similar to throwing the jab. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So it makes everything backwards. So when you throw your jab, you're leaving your face wide open to that counter left every time.
So if you follow it up with a kick, you have a chance to really make.
Yeah, and it changes things up. It's a lot easier or a lot more difficult to time someone when they're throwing more tools at you.
Blood coming back out of the nose of Benson.
I've yet to see one left hook from Bryant Benson. That would be something that I would definitely, in his corner, push for him to utilize. That left hook is so useful against a southpaw. Woo. Wow. Beautiful fisticuffs here.
Wow.
And it seems as though the chin of Bryant Benson is starting to hold up much better after that initial shot, which actually dropped him onto the mat, you know?
Cumbie, though, still effective. A push kick there and an apology. Final 30 seconds of round number 2. No one has attempted a takedown to this point. See Benson with that reach and that length, hard to make contact with, but Cumbie's been able to find a way to this point. Final seconds of round number 2.
Oh, Bryant Benson with a straight right.
And they exchange through the horn. So round number 2.
I'm going to go with Josh Cumbie as well. I just think he placed those lefts much better. I felt like Bryant Benson began to come on in the later moments of that round, just not enough, though. What I would like to see again from Bryant Benson, again, the left hook, utilizing that left hook, and using those kicks more. Set them up with your hands and use those kicks. If you're going to paw that left, paw it very conservatively and use it to divert the attention away from other tools in his bag.
See Josh Cumbie, no stool for Cumbie as his corner talks to him there. Josh Cumbie says he is still satisfied, he's satisfied with what he's accomplished to this point, still hungry, and a lot of experience to come. He's hoping for a shot at the 185 title later this year with Valor, and this would go a long way. It'd be an impressive win if Cumbie's able to get it. Sure, he'd love to get the finish, but looks in good shape, and they'll touch gloves as we begin round number 3, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in this middleweight bout.
And again, Bryant Benson comes out, pawing that jab. A kick from Josh Cumbie. You know, the game is Bryant Benson, very clean striker. But again, I'm very perplexed as to why the left hook is never utilized. I've not seen one single left hook utilized in this fight, and I think it would be so useful. I think that Bryant Benson could really open up a lot of options here in the striking ranges.
Benson's corner has been asking for an inside leg kick. He's kicked the outside of the lead leg.
Oh, nice head kick there.
Wow. Benson's got a little more confidence here in this third round. Oh.
And it's just as you say it, Cumbie with that straight left. Now Cumbie standing orthodox momentarily.
Yep.
Switches back to southpaw very quickly.
He's tapping at his front leg. I wonder if he's taking some damage there. Trying to get some feeling back into it. Midway through round number 3 here at Valor Fights 42.
I question how much Bryant Benson has worked with southpaws in preparation for this. Again, he's not fighting like an orthodox fighter would fight against a southpaw.
Still waiting on a left hook that you've been asking for.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is one of the key strikes, again, in competing against southpaw fighters.
Cumbie just continues to score.
And Bryant Benson doing well as well. You know, I mean, it's a very close third round. But when you are down 2 rounds, you can't even make it close Bryant Benson, in my estimation, needs a finish here.
Yeah, and a little more urgency you'd like to see. You wouldn't think maybe winning on the scorecards would be enough in this third round. Cumbie charging in now. Corner telling Benson, let's go now. Cumbie got turned around for a moment. They're going to finish standing up. The fireworks started right out of the gate in the stand up, and that's how they'll finish.
And there it is.
Nice hug between the two. So who would you score that third round to?
You know, I might give that third one to Bright by narrow margin. He was a little bit more active. I mean, it could definitely go either way. I'm going to say 29-28, though it could have very well be a 30-27 fight.
It was close. I think I might give Cumbie just a slight advantage in that third round. And take us to this replay here, Casey.
Well, again, you see here, Bryant Benson using that jab, catching that stiff left. That was the story of the entire fight. But a great performance.
Yep.
A great performance. You know, a good fight from Bryant Benson as well. Props to him for coming out, getting back up after getting dropped just seconds into the fight and going the distance. A great fight here and a big future really for both men, but particularly Josh Cumbie.
Yeah, and big time credit to Benson to be able to recover and still battle his way through and go toe-to-toe perhaps with Cumbie the rest of the way. He feels like he's won the fight. And Josh Cumbie, great performance as well. Lots of respect, some joking there between the two. Either one of these two fighters is going to, unless, unfortunately, we have some sort of draw, but one of these two fighters is going to move to 5-1 and perhaps be a step closer to a title shot in the middleweight division here at Valor Fights. And this bout been presented by Army Recruiting, and we saw some terrific action. All stand-up this time, so fans that love that aspect of the MMA sport were treated to some nice exchanges, big power punch early on, good chin from Benson. The two talented fighters put on a show here in Newport at Cott County High School. All right, we go to the judges' scorecards for our winner. Let's go to the cage and Jennifer.
After 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to your judges' scorecard for decision. Judge Lyles scores this bout 30-27. Judge Leach 29-28, and Judge Doran 30-27. All in favor of your winner out of the blue corner, Josh Cumbie.
The UMAF National Championship Tournament is coming. Get ready for 3 days of mixed martial arts fighting action as the nation's top amateur competitors converge May 26th through 28th at Elizabethton High School. Witness national champions crowned in each weight class, plus meet UFC Hall of Famer Matt Hughes. Tickets available now at fightertix.com for $25 per day or purchase a 3-day pass for only $50. It's the UMAF National Championship Tournament at Elizabethton High School. Join us May 26th through 28th as we bring the future of mixed martial arts to you.
Are you listening?
This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 145 pounds, holds a record of 0 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest. Represents Charlotte BJJ Academy and 4M Fitness in Charlotte, North Carolina, John GQ Henning. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 145 pounds, holds a record of 1 win, 4 losses, and 1 no contest, and fights out of Newport, Tennessee, Dalton Fox. Your referee when the action begins is Nate Jolly.
Nate Jolly, our referee, in his featherweight professional bout at 145, presented by Barbarossa Saloon, where our weigh-ins were last night. John GQ Henning in the black trunks, black gloves, red tape. Dalton Fox, black trunks, black gloves, blue tape. 3 5-minute rounds in this pro featherweight bout. Valor Fights 42, Newport, Tennessee, home of Dalton Fox. And we will not get a touch of gloves. We're underway.
And here comes Henning. He is standing southpaw. Fox standing, well,
switching.
Yeah, switching it up. But it is the left hand that you have to watch out for in the southpaw stance.
Active kicks from Fox early.
Really, man. Fox closing the distance big time, throwing big leather on John Henning.
Wow.
Henning on those wheels, though, and he fires back, lands a big left hand.
Oh, that was right up square on the chin of Fox. And Henning now has a little bit more confidence. Fox constantly changing.
Oh.
He ate that jab.
Yeah, stiff right jab there by Henning. Henning undoubtedly the better pedigreed fighter, more technical, but Fox always dangerous with that left and willing to mix it up.
I'm not saying by any means he's this guy, but in terms of look and style, he looks like he is imitating Conor McGregor, Henning. He's looking for that style. Not saying he is, but nice jab. But his movements, his hair.
Oh, another big shot by Henning right here. It sort of looks like they're imitating one another with their hair and their beard.
Yep, hands down.
And their build.
All right, we've got loose tape again. All right,
here we go.
Ripped off, and Nate Jolly calls time back in.
Keep working that leg.
So far, very entertaining fight.
No threat of a takedown, 2 minutes in to round number one.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful combination by John Henning.
Look for that three, John, three. Look for that three.
Oh, that kick hurt Fox.
Yeah, you can see it.
And Fox is marked up under his right eye, too. Kick caught and returned by Henning.
Oh, there's a big shot there by Fox. Lands a big shot there. Follows it up. And we've talked about it before. It can happen anytime. Henning working his guard.
And it was a left that made it happen by Fox.
Up until this, I had Henning winning this round. I think this shifts things quite significantly, turns the tide, if you will. Oh, and a triangle choke. And it's deep. And
Tap,
it's in.
tap.
A tap.
John Henning was put to the mat, and he survives on his back and gets the submission. Wow. GQ gets his first professional win.
Now, Vincent, that is an action-packed fight. Very entertaining.
It doesn't have to go long to be exciting. Wow. How about that? And Fox is still down, being tended to. And how about the turn of events there? It looked like Henning was winning in the stand-up if they would have stayed there and gone to the judges' scorecard. Then Fox puts down Henning with a left, lands another left, and then hangs on, survives, and then when the opportunity to submit Fox presents itself, it's John Henning with a submission victory with the triangle choke. Unbelievable first round in action between these two. Dalton Fox will fall to 1-5 and 1 no contest, while John Henning will move to 1-4 with 1 no contest. How about that? So Henning showing that he can handle some adversity as well. The loss to Charlie Alexander, Kobe Wall, and a no contest to Christopher Hall. Before that, Kobe Wall, Christopher Hall, and more. All right, to the cage, Jennifer.
Your referee stops this fight at 3 minutes and 1 second into the first round for your winner by triangle choke submission, John GQ Henning.
John, a long time coming to feel that arm raised in the air in victory as a professional. You did that tonight, man. It didn't come easy, though. I had you ahead in the round, and then he landed that dangerous left hand, the one he's known for. But the triangle choke did the trick. You got him out of there. Big win for John GQ Henning.
Yeah, he caught me playing around. And yeah, I just had to stay composed and try to land the triangle once he ended up in my guard. So I'm just happy to get the W and get that 0 out of the way.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit, man. A lot of fighters around the world. One that comes to mind, Ovince St. Preux, started out on the losing end of things and eventually built his way into a major player in this sport. And you are in that same boat. You know, you have a tremendous amount of skill, but you faced a tough series of opponents, and it's always been a rough road for you. Now you've started to turn that around. Talk a little bit about how it is to kind of start from scratch and build back up to where you want to be.
It's just a change of camps. I mean, I believe the talent's always been there, but I kind of got happy staying at the same place, got comfortable. And I got to thank Adam over here because he's got me pushing forward now instead of sitting back trying to pot shots. So, like I said, I'm just happy. And also all the guys at Charlotte Jiu-Jitsu Academy and Piper, they couldn't be here tonight, but you know, you saw the triangle. Just thanks to rolling with all those guys day in and day out. So.
Well, there you have it. Everybody, one more time, put your hands together for your winner, John GQ Henning.
The UMAF National Championship Tournament is coming. Get ready for 3 days of mixed martial arts fighting action as the nation's top amateur competitors converge May 26th through 28th at Elizabethton High School. Witness national champions crowned in each weight class, plus meet UFC Hall of Famer Matt Hughes. Tickets available now at fightertix.com for $25 per day, or purchase a 3-day pass for only $50. It's the UMAF National Championship Tournament at Elizabethton High School. Join us May 26th through 28th as we bring the future of mixed martial arts to you.
Are you listening?
This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 171 pounds, holds an undefeated professional record of 1 win with 0 losses, and fights out of American Top Team in Coconut Creek, Florida, Lindsey Sweet Tea Jones. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 172 pounds, fights out of Blaylock's IMB in Hollywood, Alabama. And tonight he is making his professional MMA debut, Jeff Powell. Your referee when the action begins is Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy Neely, our referee in this professional MMA bout at 172 pounds, presented by Hogs Upstairs Tavern. Lindsey Sweet Tea Jones in the gray trunks, Jeff Powell in the black trunks. 3 5-minute rounds. Valor Fights 42, Cott County High School in Newport, Tennessee. Crowd is ready for it. Jimmy Neely telling Powell to back up, and here we go. Cautious approach early on by both guys.
Yeah, you hear Bubby Mitchell delivering the instruction to Lindsey Jones.
Kick to the body.
Moving that head off every movement. Moving that head off every step. Yep, moving that head off every step. Double up on the jab.
Of course, like, such a famed camp by Sweet Tea at American Top Team in the Miami area in Coconut Creek.
Jeff Powell working that jab, you know, coming up in the Blaylock IMB Academy. You know that Jeff Powell spent a lot of time with a young Sid Wheeler who was on the rise. Lindsey Jones with great footwork as always.
Lindsey Jones has been picking his shots.
Oh, big shots there by Lindsey Jones and the takedown.
Look out.
Guard recovered by Jeff Powell.
Elbows in, short elbows, short elbows.
Jones works his way to full mount. Could be dangerous.
Oh, big shot!
That was
big shot by Sweet Tea, and he unloads here.
This is
nasty elbows,
oh,
he's out. Whoa!
Sweet Tea didn't need the volume. He just needed the opportunity. Wow, on strikes, Lindsey Jones in about 1:43 of the first round.
What a finish there.
Lindsey Jones, one of the young guns, says he's the future, and wow, Powell is split
Man,
open.
I want to see a replay of that.
Oh.
It was like unbridled punching mixed with elbows and backs to punching. We'll see it right here.
Goodness, that's a big cut. And here it comes.
Lindsey Jones steps up. It was that elbow and that stiff right hand. Here it comes. Boom, right over the top. But that wasn't the end. Another one. Over and over again. And then the elbow. Another elbow.
Oh, goodness. And then that one put him out.
And that one put him away. Absolutely. What a finish there. What a highlight reel, if you will, Vincent.
My goodness.
And you can tell by the movement of Powell, this was no slouch whatsoever that Sweet Tea defeated. What a finish.
Casey's going to talk to our winner, one of the young guns and great prospects out of an unreal national camp at American Top Team in Coconut Creek, Florida, and they continue to work on Jeff Powell. My goodness, just vicious punches and elbows from Lindsey Sweet Tea Jones, who's only 22 years of age, 6 feet tall, put together. Powell comes up to his feet, and as Casey said, no slouch, but just overwhelmed by the striking accuracy and viciousness of Sweet Tea. And Mark Laws, thank goodness, the best in the business is there to work on Sweet Tea. Excuse me, to work on Powell. All right, we're ready.
Your referee stops this bout at 1 minute and 42 seconds into the first round for your winner by TKO to strikes. Out of the red corner, Lindsey Sweet Tea Jones.
Congratulations to Lindsey Sweet Tea Jones. You could tell he's asking Jimmy Neely about Jeff Powell. Who's Casey with a winner?
Lindsey, man, another picture-perfect victory. A tough Jeff Powell, man. He came in looking to strike. You set it up, you got the takedown, but ultimately it was that barrage, and we watched it in slow motion. It was right hand, elbow, right hand. One of the most beautiful combinations I've ever seen in ground and pound. Talk about this fight.
I mean, I'm in the future, you know. I can do everything. I can strike with you. I can grapple with you. You know, I was going to take him down and beat him up today. But
man, talk about your preparation. Of course, you've got Bubby in your corner. That's where you started. Also training down there at American Top Team in Coconut Creek. We discussed it on the Valor Hour. You got a lot of studs there that you train with.
yeah, I train at the best MMA gym in the world. I train with world champions every day, and they prepared me perfectly for this fight and whatever comes next.
Speaking of what's next, what is next? What do we got? What do we got to look forward to next out of Lindsey Sweet Tea Jones?
I've heard there's a potential date in July, wherever Tim's at. I'd like to hop on that card and beat someone else up and keep racking up these wins.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody just raised their hand.
You want to fight, baby? Yeah. Any weight you want to fight. Yeah, say yes.
Why you want me to say yes?
I'll fight at you at 170 right now, anytime. You let me know.
Sure.
Well, there you have it. The All-American Sid Wheeler.
Hey, they're just mad because I beat up their boy. It is what it is. I'm better. All right? Have this back.
There you have it. Your winner tonight, Lindsey Sweet Tea Jones.